Hello, my friends. It's the Crypto Lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies. And today I believe I found a little hidden crypto gem. Well, I haven't actually found it. AI has found it for me. In fact, it found me in my last video when I decided to retrack and have a look at the left. So today I'm going to talk about what it is, how I found it, and the general state of crypto. So join me on a little journey and we will discover. We will discover. So this is a good resource. This is CoinGlass and Bitcoin ETF. If ever you're wondering what the state of crypto is, these are all of the big heavyweight crypto investors. And you can be sure if you're seeing all of this red that the market is about to go down. And if you're seeing all sorts of green, then it's almost definitely going to go up. Now, this is not 100%, but what you can see here, look at the Bitcoin price. Just watch this. Red, it goes down. Green, it's gone up. Red, it goes down. Green, it goes up. Look, it's completely correlated with Bitcoin ETF buying and selling. That's because these are whales sitting on massive funds and they can manipulate the market. So look, just look at this. All the big red, that was when the price went down. A little rally here, then dipped again with the more red, and now it's on its way up. So the general state of crypto is good, according to this. Now, of course, that could change in an instant, but this is a good place to start. Good place to start. What are the big boys doing? What are they doing? And they are buying at the moment, which tells us that this is potentially a good time to go in because we've had a little bit of a pullback. So for those of you that watched my last video, you'll know this. I asked for the 5 most undervalued cryptocurrency tokens, and we went down, we looked at these. I said the same for under a 500 million market cap, and it gave me Ocean Protocol. Now, this project here, Aleph. Now, I said under 500 million market cap. It could have given me anything, but for some reason, it gave me this project and it gave it pretty high ratings. Decent team, great value, great market cap, decent tokenomics, decent community, and a decent overall rating. So Aleph is uh, powers a decentralized storage computing for dApps and interoperability across major blockchains and strategic ties to Solana and Polygon. It's infrastructure focused on real need Web3 scales. Now, that probably doesn't mean a lot to you. Probably doesn't, which is okay. What it means is when we talk about decentralized storage, think about cloud-based solutions. And rather than keeping it all in one place, it gets decentralized. So if there's one point of failure, you don't lose all your data. So that's the way to look at this. This is actually solving a big problem. And Solana is the biggest, the most transactions on the blockchain at the moment. It's the big boy. And Polygon is a reasonably big boy, but no, we're close to Solana. So it's playing in the right ecosystem. Now, these were under 500 million market cap. And I said, do this for cryptos under 200 million. And look, number one, Aleph. Number one is Aleph. Interestingly enough, look, it gets 7.4 for the under 200 million as opposed to 7.2. So on the summary table, it was the very top of what Perplexity AI believed were the most undervalued cryptos. So that was the case of where we start. So we go here. And what do we see? We see a tiny little market cap. Look, almost in the degen zone. But more importantly, and we talk about this a lot. I talk about this a lot for people new to crypto. Getting in at these coins, every influencer and their dog will be talking about them when they're here. Look, when they're pumping, 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 that's when everyone gets in. The game here is to find cryptos before this happens. Now, look where it is. 0.07 it is at the moment. Look where it started trading. 0.05. So it's virtually where it started. And this was back, if we look at the dates, in 2020. So here we are right now. Here we are in 2025, and it's virtually unchanged from what people went in at. And yet we've seen, look, when it starts to go, Here it went up to zero point 0.5. And at this point, it's been up to 0.75, which is a 10x from here. So we look at where it is now, and it is a nice little entry point because my friends, no one is talking about it. And this channel's way too small to influence markets. So if you found this, you could be looking at potentially a hidden gem. We look at this, a circulating supply. Now we always like to look at this, and we see here that there's less than half of the supply in circulation. That's not a good thing. But based on the fact of where we're at in the market, the odds are the early stage investors are not sitting on massive profits right now. Now, there's no data to say exactly what they paid to get in. They could be well in profit, but we always look into who are the holders. Now, firstly, we see recently that the holdings have been slowly going up over the last few days. So, slowly going up. Look, so people are buying in. Now, this is the not so good part. This is telling you there's a very high concentration of holding in the top few wallets. Now, this is the downside, and this is why we have to look at things objectively. And in case I haven't told you, I do not hold Aleph. So this is as neutral a view as you're going to get. I'm not a holder, and I'm not paid by Aleph to shill anything. I'm just showing you how I use AI and how I find these things before the narratives, before the market starts pumping them. We want to be a step ahead of all of these things. So we look down, we see it's on Coinbase. This is a good thing. Coinbase is good. So this is a really strong sign. So this little hidden gem, it's not only been listed on Coinbase, it's roughly now trading at the same level it was when it was released almost 5 years ago. Now, does that mean that it hasn't pumped? Well, look, we've seen it does pump. We've seen it could go easily 10x. And we haven't really tested its potential because this was the end of the last bull cycle. So it hasn't really been properly tested by a bull market yet. So let's go here. Here's the website. And all this tells you is that it's decentralized cloud storage, but also a Web3 supercloud. It can be used by gaming studios, enterprises, decentralized finance protocols, and AI and ML startups. So it has potentially massive utility because it's to do with storage. Storage on the chain, my friends. So that's a very, very brief overview of what could be a very promising early stage project. But as with anything on this channel, I'm here to show you how to find these for yourself. This is just a very quick thing, and this was done very quickly. It's a very quick overview to show you how things like this work. And once you understand how to find them, then that's when the magic happens. So am I recommending Aleph? Well, I'm telling you, I'm not in it. But now that I've looked into it, I think it's a problem that needs addressing. Decentralized storage of cloud-based, I think this is incredible. I think that this is the future, the storage of data in decentralized places, because there won't be a single point of failure. So they're addressing a problem, a real problem that is going to need to be addressed. I believe that this is the future. Now, do they have the resources to make this happen themselves? Well, that's for you to look into. But based on risk, reward, and the position in the market, I think that this potentially is a very good entry point. And that, my friends, is Aleph Cloud. And if you've enjoyed this and you like the content and you're still watching, then please do like and subscribe to the channel because it helps me. And if you would like more of my little updates, you will find one just there.